Ange here, thanks for joining me and welcome to my channel. In today's video I am going to take you through my very first impressions of the Huda Beauty Nude palette. This just arrived yesterday and I just wanted to get a look done for you and put up as soon as I could. So this is definitely first impressions, and the first even swatches were on this video. So the first time I dipped my brush into any of the brushes was for this video. Before we get started, I would really appreciate, guys, if you are here for the first time and you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you could click the subscribe button down below. And if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. And for all those lovely people who are back to watch another video from me, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. So the Huda Beauty Nude palette. This is definitely a new palette. It's probably been out for a few weeks now. I ordered it as soon as it became available on sephora.co.nz, and I'm so pleased that they didn't muck around. It was only about a week to 10 days later than when it was launched in the US, which is so good, because a lot of the times Sephora New Zealand can be a good month before we see products that are released in the US before they get onto the site here in New Zealand. So that was super cool that that was able to be got that quickly. So you're looking at 107 New Zealand dollars if you buy in New Zealand, and it retails for 65 US dollars if you get it in on any of the US sites. I will leave links down below of all the sites that you can get this beautiful palette from. And there are a wonderful mix of colours in here. There are 18 shadows, 5 ready to layer textures, 10 buttery mattes, 4 multi-reflective shadows, 2 pressed glitters. There is 1 pressed pearl and 1 concealer base. So I probably could have used the concealer base before I used Crave, but I haven't tried it before, so for doing the purposes of the film I just wanted to stick to what I already knew. Okay. So the multi-reflective shadows you can blend into your mattes for a diffused light. You can apply over a base or bare lids for a subtle pearlescent glow. You can use your fingers, a sponge brush, which Huda has released a set of 3 brushes, double-ended brushes that complemented this palette, and one of the brushes has got sponge tips, or a setting spray for maximum iridescent shine. I used one of those shades on my lid, and I just used it with a dry brush, wanting to see how it was. So if I did want maximum coverage, I could have used a sponge tip applicator brush, or I could have used a setting spray. So a very interesting palette, definitely outside of the scope of what I generally purchase. I will show you some swatches, and then after that, if you'd like to see how I created this look using this palette, please keep watching. Okay, so colours here are Bear, Crave, Play, Fantasy, Love Bite, Spanked, Lace, Daydream, Tickle, Excite, Infatuated, Kinky, Secret, Tease, Raw, Charmed, and Teddy. Okay guys, so this is going to be just a tad harder to film today. I've been really under the weather for a few days now, and I was up a lot last night, just not feeling very well and feeling very vomity. So I do want to film this though, because this palette did just arrive and I'd just like to get a look up. So please excuse the fact that the video may be a little bit, what should I say, down on energy. But as I say, I've been feeling really unwell lately. So anyway, the palette that we are tucking into is the Huda Beauty Nude palette. And we shall get started with these gorgeous hues. I have primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion, and I'm going to go in with this first colour here, Bear. Love the fact that all the names are on the palette, so you don't need to flip it and try and work it out. So as normal, I just apply a bone or neutral shade all over my lid to set the primer, and just to help with all the additional colours that I will add. Now this is a first impression. As I said, this palette only arrived yesterday and I'm just wanting to tuck into it and share my thoughts. When it first came out, I really thought I would pass on it, thinking that I had some similar versions. I do have the Norvina palette, and I also have the Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes. Stars in Your Eyes I think actually has some more sort of browny tones in it than this, which is more pinky mauvey. So after seeing some tutorials on YouTube, I got sucker punched into it to get this palette too. Now the colour I'm using here is Play, which is a very soft peachy colour, and I'm just taking up that high as a transition colour, high on that eyelid area. Using the same brush, and sorry I didn't say what it was before, it's a Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush, and I'm going to go in with Secret, and then just do the same thing again, more on the outer portion of the eye, coming down just a little bit lower than the last colour, Play, and just building up that transition colours. So using circular and sweeping motions. Then I may just deepen that up with a wee bit, and I'm going to go in with the colour Tease, and I am just going to once again outer portion of the eye using the same brush and blending that in, just building on those transition colours. Taking that same colour Tease again, and I'm just going to come in the inner portion of my eye, connecting that with the crease shade. I'm going to go back in with Secret and then just blend those all together. I'm just going to do that again, just building on those colours rather than going in heavy-handed all at once. So just on the outer and the inner, and then connecting it up. I can actually see that this colour is actually going to be very complimentary to my brown eyes. Now I am going to go in with a Morphe R37 brush, and I'm going to take that colour Secret again, which is this lighter shade, and just come up higher again, blending any harsh lines in that transition area. Just want to soften it all. Okay, so now that I've got those colours down, I'm going to take a little bit of the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This is in the colour Beige 25, and I'm just going to put a wee dot in the centre of each lid. I don't really like to use very much. I'm going to use a concealer brush and then just brighten up the inner lid. Then taking a flat shader brush, and this is just a Tarte brush that came in a kit one Christmas. I'm going to take the colour Crave, which is this beautiful shimmery glittery colour here. As I say, first impressions. Ooh. That is so nice. Don't know if you're supposed to make those sounds when it's just makeup, but oh my goodness, what a beautiful colour. I'm being very enticed with makeup colours recently. I think the last palette was the last tutorial I did. I was really enjoying the colours in the Sultry palette. So this is completely dry, and I'm just using a flat brush, and the colour payoff for that, and even though it's got big chunks of glitter that look like glitter in this, that's not translating on the eye. It's just a really intense shimmery colour. Now I'm going to go back with the shades that I had before, just to blend all that in so that it's all seamless. Back in with Secret. I'm really paranoid about harsh lines. Now I am going to, everyone that I've seen doing tutorials has used Love Bite a lot, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to go in with Raw, which is not quite as purple, and I'm just going to stamp that just in the outer area. There. Taking a blending brush and blending that. No extra product. This was the brush that I used teas with. Now these are definitely not colours that I normally gravitate to, But so far, I'm actually really liking this look. Might perk me up for a little bit. Okay, now I'm taking a Wayne Goss number 20 brush, and I'm going to take the colour Tease and just with the Crave shade I have had a little bit of fallout, but nothing major that a bit of a sweep of a powder brush can't fix. I'm going to go in with a purple eyeliner, and this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear in Black Plum, and I'm just going to dot that along the lash line, taking the sponge tip end, just smudging that out. Okay, like so. Now this look probably would warrant wearing eyelashes, but I'm not going to wear eyelashes today. I'm just going to whip off camera and I will curl my lashes and pop mascara on, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that's the finished look using just my natural lashes. I didn't add any lashes today. I do have to say that for a palette that I wasn't going to purchase, I'm actually quite impressed with this for my first go. I love the colour Crave. I did find the shadows quite nice to blend, I must admit. From recent palettes that I have tried, I would have to say the Charlotte Tilbury and the Sultry palette were a little bit more easy to blend, but with a little bit of work I still think these are good. I really love her mini palettes, the Obsession palettes. They're just beautiful, they blend beautifully. Most of these blended well, the ones that I used. I would have to say Tease was probably just needed a little bit more work, but not too much. I hope that makes sense. I do have palettes where I think the blendability was just a little bit easier, but these are certainly still up there in ease of blendability. I'm really quite happy with the way this look came out. I think it really suits my brown eyes, so I'm quite happy about that. So my final thoughts, first impression, I'm pleased I got it. The reason I wasn't going to get this is that even though it's called New Nude, I didn't think it was very nude. As you can see, this is very much a pinky look on me, and I think I went for some of the more neutral tones in this palette. I think that some of the other colours that I didn't even delve into are definitely more purpley in tone, and when I'm feeling a little bit more well, I will do a comparison between this, the Norvina palette, and my Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette. I still need to have a bit more of a play, as I said, so brand new, I haven't had the chance to do that. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would truly appreciate if you could click the subscribe button. I hope you've all had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. See you later, guys. Bye.